You clicked on this video. Out of millions of videos you could be watching right now, something drew you here, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not an accident, it's not random, it's not the algorithm. You're seeing this because it's finally your turn to win. I know that sounds bold. I know you might be skeptical. You've heard promises before. You've been disappointed before. You've watched other people succeed while you stayed stuck. You've wondered why everyone else's prayers get answered except yours. But I'm Rabbi Shimon, and I'm about to teach you something that will change how you see every delay, every closed door, every no you've ever received. Before I go deeper, do something critical right now. Hit that like button and comment these exact words. It's my turn now. When you write that, you're making a declaration in the spiritual realms. You're announcing that you're ready to receive what's been held for you. And subscribe to this channel because what I teach here is ancient mystical wisdom about divine timing that most people never understand. This knowledge will transform how you see your entire life story. So subscribe, turn on all notifications. Let me teach you something from the Talmud that most people completely misunderstand. There's a teaching, Kol Zedman Shiomd Adam Lifnei Hakadosh Baruch Hu Eina Tefalato Chasara. Every moment that a person stands before God, their prayer is not deficient. Most people read this and think it means keep praying and eventually God will answer. But that's not what it means at all. It means your prayer was heard the first time, your desire was registered, your request was approved, but the answer is being held in a queue, not because God doesn't care, not because you're not worthy, but because the timing isn't right yet. In the Zohar, I reveal this principle, yes Zedman Lashefa Vayesh Zedman Lat Sira. There is a time for flow and there is a time for withholding, not random times, specific times, precise times, divine times. Heaven operates on a schedule, not your schedule, not the timeline you wanted, but a perfect schedule that takes into account thousands of factors you can't see. Every blessing has an appointed time, every breakthrough has a designated moment, every victory has a specific season, and when it's not your season yet, it doesn't matter how hard you pray, how much you work, how desperately you want it. The blessing is held until the appointed time. Now here's what most people don't understand about divine timing. The delay isn't punishment. The delay is preparation. While you're waiting, while you're frustrated, while you're watching others succeed, something is happening that you can't see. Heaven is preparing you. Heaven is building your capacity. Heaven is positioning pieces on the board. Heaven is orchestrating circumstances. Heaven is developing you into the person who can sustain what's coming. Because here's what I've taught you before, God only gives you what you can sustain. If the blessing came before you were ready, it would destroy you. So heaven holds it, not to torture you, to protect you, and to use the waiting period to build you into someone who can handle what's coming. Think about Joseph. He had dreams at 17 that he would rule, clear dreams, divine dreams, accurate dreams, but did he become a ruler at 17? No. He was thrown in a pit, sold into slavery, falsely accused, imprisoned. For 13 years he waited. 13 years of watching his brothers live free while he suffered. 13 years of closed doors. Was God ignoring his prayers? No, God was building him. Every year in slavery taught him Egyptian language and culture. Every month in prison developed his character. Every day of suffering refined his leadership. By the time Pharaoh pulled him out of that prison, Joseph wasn't the arrogant boy who'd had the dreams. He was a man with the capacity to rule an empire. The delay wasn't denial. The delay was development. Now let me teach you something that will revolutionize how you see your current situation. Heaven operates on a queue system, like when you're waiting in line at a store. The person in front of you has to finish before it's your turn. You can't skip ahead. You can't rush the process. You have to wait for your turn. In the spiritual realms, there are people ahead of you in the queue. Their appointed time is before yours. Their season is happening right now. Their breakthrough is today, and you have to wait while they receive what's theirs. This is why you watch other people succeed while you're still waiting. It's not that God loves them more. It's not that they're more deserving. It's that their turn is before yours. They're ahead of you in the queue. And I know that's frustrating. I know it feels unfair. You've been praying longer. You've been working harder. You've been faithful consistently. Why are they getting blessed before you? Because the queue isn't based on who's been waiting longest. It's based on divine timing. It's based on when each person is ready. It's based on when all the pieces are in position. It's based on factors you can't see and wouldn't understand if you could. But here's what you need to know. The fact that it's not your turn yet doesn't mean it's not coming. The fact that others are going before you doesn't mean you've been forgotten. It means you're in the queue. Your appointment is scheduled. Your turn is coming. And the question isn't, will it come? The question is, are you using the waiting time wisely? Because here's what separates people who eventually win from people who stay stuck forever. The people who win use the waiting time to prepare. The people who stay stuck use the waiting time to complain. While you're in the queue, while you're waiting for your turn, you have a job. Your job isn't to understand why it's taking so long. Your job isn't to figure out why others went before you. Your job is to prepare for your turn. Build your capacity, develop your skills, strengthen your character, expand your knowledge, deepen your faith, create your systems, so that when your turn comes, when the door opens, when the blessing flows, you're ready to receive it and sustain it. Joseph didn't waste his 13 years complaining. He served excellently wherever he was. He learned whatever he could. He developed himself continuously, so when his turn came, he was ready. David was anointed king as a teenager, but he didn't become king for years. Decades even. He spent that time being chased by Saul, hiding in caves, running for his life. Was that wasted time? No, that was preparation. Every day as a fugitive taught him how to lead people in difficulty. Every month in the wilderness developed his dependence on God. Every year of waiting built the king Israel needed. The delay was development. The queue was preparation. And when his turn came, he was ready. Now let me teach you how to recognize when your turn is approaching, because there are signs, there are indicators. Heaven gives you warnings that your season is about to shift. The first sign is increased resistance. Right before breakthrough, the opposition intensifies, the difficulties multiply, everything seems to get harder, not easier. Most people interpret this as a sign they're going in the wrong direction, but it's actually the opposite. It's the last push before birth. It's the final test before victory. The second sign is unexpected connections. People start appearing in your life that shouldn't be there. Conversations happen that seem random but aren't. Opportunities present themselves that you didn't pursue. Heaven is positioning people and circumstances for what's about to happen. The third sign is internal restlessness. You feel like something is about to change. You can't explain it. You can't articulate it. But there's a knowing deep inside that a shift is coming. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual perception. Your soul recognizes what your mind can't see yet. The fourth sign is doors closing. Right before the right door opens, wrong doors slam shut. Opportunities you wanted disappear. Plans you made fall apart. This isn't punishment. This is redirection. Heaven is removing what would distract you from what's coming. So if you're watching this video right now, if something drew you here, if these words are resonating in your spirit, I want you to consider something. Maybe you're seeing this because your turn is approaching. Maybe your time in the queue is almost over. Maybe your appointed season is about to begin. Maybe everything you've been waiting for, praying for, working for, is closer than you think. And maybe the reason you needed to hear this teaching right now is because heaven wants you to stop complaining about the wait and start preparing for your turn. Because your turn is coming, not maybe, not hopefully, it's coming. The appointment is scheduled. The blessing is reserved. The breakthrough is prepared. It's in the queue, and the queue is moving. The question is, will you be ready when it's your turn? Will you have built the capacity? Will you have developed the character? Will you have prepared the vessel? Because your turn is coming. And everything that's happened until now, every delay, every closed door, every person who went before you, it was all preparation for your moment. The 13 years Joseph waited weren't wasted. They were necessary. The years David spent running weren't punishment. They were preparation. The delays you've experienced weren't denials, they were development. And now your season is approaching, your turn is coming, and when it arrives, you will step into everything you were created for, everything you've waited for, everything that's been prepared for you. But you must be ready, you must have built the capacity, you must have used the waiting time to prepare, not just to complain. So stop asking why it's taking so long. Stop comparing yourself to people whose turn came before yours. Stop doubting whether it's really coming. Instead, prepare, build, develop, strengthen, expand, because your turn is coming, and when it arrives, everything changes.